Money on your head, then for some bags. She gon' drop a pin for a go-yard bag. You not street boy, you just rap. Run off with your make you buy it right back. Ballin' on them like I was a first round draft. 100 bands on me, all blues, all cash. Baby, but it's real, all bad. Yeah, she wanna be. Pull up to the party in some all-white Porsches, off-white forces. Chicks so gorgeous, neck is gorgeous, both ears gorgeous, left wrist gorgeous, right. Know your baby mama want it. You don't want no problems, you know we keep. Pull up on my like Jim Wood floors. We keep scoring, we keep scoring. Pull up to the party in some all-white Porsches, chicks so gorgeous, both ears gorgeous.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
VA technology is moving faster than ever. The new thing? Collectible highlights trading online. The players are taking notice. Shooting guard CJ McCollum said, quote, "A lot of players are inquiring about it. I've grown closer to the non-fungible tokens, trying to figure out what moments I should buy." Guys, he's a believer.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Allie. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Dallas, sitting fourth in the conference early on and looking to move into that top tier.
Checking out Dallas, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push. As the season winds down.
Now Washington's starting five. Daniel Gafford is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Avdia in at the three. And for Dallas, Kleba and Porzingis, the combo inside. Trey Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the small forward position. And some new faces and new places this year, Grant. How long do you think it takes for a new player to fit in?
Well, you know, some players never fit in, but depending upon the style, it varies from player to player.
Trey Burke. That's his first.
And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Outside Mitchell. To the wing on the left. Hachimura finds Gafford. Beal. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. Here's Mitchell. Coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. Here's Burke. Brunson passes to Doncic. Shoots over Beal. And Doncic the bucket on the assist by Brunson.
Now, this guy is just a great decision maker with the ball in his hands. This time, Doncic takes what the defense allows. That's the mid-range game.
And it's Mitchell. The miss.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Kleba passes to Brunson over Avdia, and it's Dallas scoring again.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Pass to Avdia. Back to Beal. Beal draws the double. 5 on the clock. Doncic with a block.
Luka Doncic more than capable on the defensive end because he has size and smarts, and he sends that one back.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Beal, no good. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. And here's Brunson from the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Brunson's got 5 now.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Get free pizza! Let's see who's allowed. Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team.
This group of 4s and 5s have been unreal of late. The best shooting percentages for the bigs over the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Kristaps Porzingis.
There's a lot of physicality from this group, but also great touch from the field. Most of these guys possess a nice blend of strength and finesse.
And all with an outstanding work ethic as well. Constant effort and motion, always doing whatever they can to get the best possible position and the ultra-high percentage shot.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Endorse a career resurgence for a former 9th overall pick, Trey Burke.
Right, spent some time in the G League, but with his stature, not exactly a stopper, right? There's a size issue in terms of the defensive end of the floor, but boy, has he improved his efficiency as a scorer.
And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Shoots it from the corner. Again, Dallas. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Guys, it's been great hustle defense throughout 2 quarters of play. Contesting everything and racking up the block shots as well.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
And it's Doncic missing. 3 on 3. Three-pointer, Beal. Mavericks with a rebound. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
An interconference matchup. Now, last year they beat this team in both games. And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's Washington with it, following the score by Dallas. So it'll be 2 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Powell comes in for Kleba. Finney-Smith checked in for Doncic. And Green is subbed in for Burke. Bryant, he's checked in for Washington. Bertans comes in for Hachimura. Cauley Stein can't get it to go. Washington's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, you think about Davis Bertans. He's traded from San Antonio to Washington back in the summer of 2019, and that ignited his career. Bertans almost doubled his scoring average and range shooting to the tune of 42%.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
And that one's good for Brunson.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Cauley Stein. Pure from three-point range.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Dallas. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
All right.
And growing up in a sporting family, most of Bradley Beal's brothers chose football. So why did he choose basketball?
Mom said in high school, whoever recruited me first, basketball, football, that's what we stuck with. So it was.
I like that system, Grant. Pretty simple. Supply and demand.
That's right. Give the people what they want. And I'd say he found his calling.
Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So on the floor for the Wizards, they've got Chandler Hutchison. He's out there with Mitchell, and it's Gill in at the 4. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
All right, BA, Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Different perspective, Allie. Good stuff. For 3, Powell. Another 3 for Dallas.
Listen, what we know is this guy is a good finisher, and Powell now trying to extend that range, make people respect him out beyond the arc.
Bryant, a screen on Brunson. Here's Gill. Blocked! Now here's Green. Defense is right there. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team.
Getting ready for the Mavericks. Porzingis has checked in for Cauley Stein. Kleba comes in for Powell. Doncic has checked in for Finney Smith. And Burke is subbed in for Green. Hachimura is checked in for Washington. Beal comes in for Hutchison. The Mavericks have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Knocks it down from distance. Doncic has got 15. Well, at the wing position, Grant, you were one of the league's best passers. Which wing players stand out to you in that category? Now.
You know what? I mean, it may sound arrogant of me to say this, but LeBron, Luka Doncic, guys like that who really read the floor, they understand and can pick apart defenses at any position. Those two are ones that stick out the most. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Mitchell misses. For Dallas, they've gone an outstanding 7 of 7 so far in the second quarter. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Burke's got his second basket of the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
2 minutes. Timeout is charged to Washington. Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise! All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. Taking a look at the Wizards, a better start would be ideal, but right now, they're 10th in their respective conference.
Well, for the Wizards, they came into this season hoping to take a big leap forward. But so far, it just hasn't happened.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad, though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite-level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
The shot by Bertans, no good. The Mavericks have gotten all 8 shots to go. A perfect second quarter so far. Doncic's shot is good.
It's been a dominant night for him. staying productive throughout. And he says he needs to improve his game in a lot of areas. But you ask me, Luka Doncic is one of the most complete players you'll find.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better. Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Beal outside. From downtown, gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries. And you talk about the overall game of Doncic. He's a tremendous passer, a tremendous rebounder, and we know he can score.
And that's what defines the great players. Even if his shot's off on a given night, he has other ways to impact the game.
Pass to Avdia. Launches a 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Kleba. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Yeah, Porzingis, because he's a scoring threat, that's going to open up opportunities for him to find his teammates.
Bertans with a screen on Brunson. Hachimura outside. And again, Washington with a triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Doncic. Again, Dallas.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
Avdia from outside, and Burke pulls it down. It's good if it goes. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Back to the game after this break.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings.
Looking at Dallas, they're proud of what they've done so far, but there's a lot of season left. They got to stay hungry and keep this energy going. Otherwise, teams will creep up on them.
And now let's talk about that first half. Everything falling into place for the Mavericks.
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
That's going to do it for us here at the half. Shaq, any last thoughts?
Well, Ernie, I'm thinking about a nap.
Man, that's the only thing you ever think about, man. Come on, big fella.
Well, always smart to keep a good work-sleep balance, I've always said. Shaq, work, sleep, a little of both. Work, sleep.
I'm selling since 1989. What'd you say?
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Kleba and Porzingis, the combo inside. Jalen Brunson is out there with Trey Burke. And it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back from him in that same area.
And that one drops for him.
Listen, this guy has off-the-charts basketball IQ. Luka Doncic understands when to get into that pull-up game.
Pass to Avdia. Launches it. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 6 assists in the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Doncic's shot is good.
Well, we're talking about one of the league's best scorers, and the confidence Luka Doncic has in himself to take over is readily on display.
Pass to Avdia. Takes the 3, and And the Wizards with another 3.
3 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Burke again, Dallas.
6 of their last 10 points have come from that mid-range area.
For Washington, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Three-pointer, Beal, and the three-pointer goes. Beal's got 9.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks. Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
Guys, a player like Luka Doncic is going to capture the imagination of NBA fans. His creativity, his flair for the dramatic, his passing, his shot making. I can't keep my eyes off Luka Doncic.
On target from range.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Here's Doncic again, Dallas. And they called him the Wonder Boy in Europe, Doris. Luka Doncic is a magician with the ball in his hands.
And he just loves to play the game. That started at a very young age. Like so many other prodigies, his talent can take your breath away. Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Here's the 3, and Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
2 open that time. Made it look easy.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
And that one's good for Brunson.
It's been a perfect start coming out of the half. I mean, you have to really love the execution.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, just about every discussion of the NBA trade market comes back to the Washington Wizards. An all-star shooting guard Bradley Beal on a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 3 seasons. Something's got to give. And guys, with Beal possessing an opt-out after this season, expect those talks to intensify.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes. His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Pass to Beal, back to Mitchell, puts up a 3. That one falls, coming off Beal's feed. Mitchell's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Mitchell, the pass to Beal. Gafford, the screen. Here's Avdia. And it's all from three-point range. Here's Brunson, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
This guy has been elite as a passer since he entered the league. He takes pride in making the guys around him better.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Mavericks on top, delivering the blowout. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for the Wizards, they've got Chandler Hutchison. DeAndre Bembry is out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Gill in at the 4 slot.
His first personal foul.
All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Monday, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers coming to town. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans.
2 shots.
And that game against the Grizzlies, it's never easy taking the back end of a back-to-back, but they've been playing some great basketball of late. And when you're winning, back-to-backs feel a lot easier to handle.
Well, Grant, it seems like each year, play in the NBA becomes a little more wide open and a little less physical.
Yeah, it's definitely changed, B.A., what you look for in a player today. Now, if you're overly aggressive, you always will be in foul trouble and of little use to your team. So being able to control your aggression is how you survive in today's game. And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Terry's shot is good. And Washington's shooting at about 44% so far. Pass to Gill. Now here's Bertans. Misses the three.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Down low. Here's Powell. And that comes off the assist by Green. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
Pass to Bertans. Here's Hutchison looking to win the run. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him three.
Green for three. And the Mavericks, another three.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And that one drops.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Oh, trying his luck from deep. Counted from distance. The Mavericks have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Gill. Blocked.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Finney-Smith checked in for McKinney. Ooh, got that one up quick.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Beal. That shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Terry. Another one falls for Dallas. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Beal. Here's Bembry. Fires from deep. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got 6 assists here tonight. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Mavericks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Luka Doncic.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Into the lane. Bembry's shot is good.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Powell uses the glass on the layup.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Outside Bertans. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Cauley-Stein. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. Over Bertans, and it's scoring again.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Supporting your team, please.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Well, Luka, many feel that this team is exceeding expectations. How do you keep this rhythm going?
Yeah, we just got to keep going like that. Don't listen to anybody. Just be ourselves, play as a team. And that's our key.
You got it. Thanks.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. Last but not least, here is your New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Just beware of the emperor. I play the game's vendor. He raps Wes Anderson, directing these beginners. Too illustrious, I lead a sucker fits to the pretenders. Made tenders as I played Simba. That's dinner. I remember when my shine was a little bit dimmer. Now it's bright in the light. I leave them blind from the shimmers. They trying to play the blinds. I leave them falling like timber. Designed to rise from this abyss. This kid's art differs like shimmers. He the coldest vibe alive, and it's evident. I put the pride to the side. It's irrelevant. An angel like mine, no mine, heaven sent. And win 2296. Just know what it is, man. Long time coming. Word. My disregarded thugs.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barrett. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. Tuesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards.
And, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Drawing fouls remains an art. Coach Steve Nash says some moves are there to fool not just the defense, but the referees. That's where the game continues to evolve. But we have seen the league respond before. For example, they make it an offensive foul now to kick your leg out on a shot. Kevin, we'll see which moves they take on next.
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The guard set is Garland and Sexton. Kevin Love out there with Okoro. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, and the post players for him, Kleba and Porzingis. Jalen Brunson out there with Trey Burke. And it's Doncic in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And Portis throws it down.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Portis. Back to Sexton. In the corner, Okoro with it. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Okoro trying to get more and more consistency with that shot.
The 3 for Doncic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Count it.
Porzingis with a soft jump shot there. Nice touch.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Well, when you look at Sexton, he has the ability to play either guard spot, and I like that versatility.
Well, especially in today's game, Kevin, I think smaller and smaller players are going to be able to get back during the regular season and impact the way that offenses come at you and play with pace. And Sexton, one of those guys who can slide over and be a bit of the 1-2 combo guard that you're talking about.
And here is Garland. After Luka Doncic hitting the three. Basket counts. Okoro's got 8 points.
Okoro making the right decision that time to keep it and score it.
Here's Brunson. Again, the Mavericks score.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Garland. Porzingis with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Burks got it. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
Garland, the pass to Portis. Back to Garland. Here's Sexton. Garland dishes to Love. Pass to Sexton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. 5 to shoot. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, that's in rhythm and right on target as Sexton has a very well-rounded offensive game and playing in control now. Ooh, that's a great matchup for him just because of the size difference right there. He makes that mid-range shot at a very high percentage.
It's a T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team.
The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Ipao comes in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Doncic. And it's Green in for Trey Burke. Here's Portis. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Brunson. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Thompson kicks to Portis. Robinson passes to Nance. Back to Robinson. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Brunson, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 3. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The Mavericks, number 1.
Incredible accuracy from deep over the past couple games. Great floor spacing. And, of course, their shooters have all the confidence in the world right now.
First one falls for him. And so Thompson nails both of them. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. The trade nailed from three-point land. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And Thompson kicks to Portis. Comes Baz Robinson. With no one around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Cauley Stein. The three-pointer, no good. Green, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Jalen Brunson. That's his first personal foul.
Cleveland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Cavaliers, taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. And so Thompson nails both of them. Jalen Brunson has been on display for Dallas. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more.
All right.
And the Mavs trying to improve their defense. The 7-footer Porzingis certainly conscious of that focus.
Find ways to win games. You know, at the end, it's most of the games that we won. It's not just offense. It's mostly defense that got us to win. So if we keep doing that, then we should be able to win some games.
And Greg, they're more than capable of winning, as we've seen.
Well, the offense is a given, so it's all about putting together stops when they're going against the elite level competition.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
On the court for Cleveland, the guard set is Garland and Sexton. Fans in love are the bigs. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And here's Doncic from the arc. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Kleba with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Another 3 for Dallas.
And remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Oh, Nance in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations. At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Burke. Again, the Mavericks score. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Garland, the pass to Love. Back to Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Up against Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. No problem knocking that one down. Garland's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
I don't like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes. Timeout Cleveland. The Louds and Crazy fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans. All right, cookies come on the court. Come on and get loud for your Maverick Kansas team.
A different look for Dallas. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber, and it's Green in for Trey Burke. Here's Garland. 12 points for him. Portis kicks to Garland. And we're seeing players, Brett, rise from deeper than ever before. You were a pretty good shooter. What was your maximum range?
Kevin, that's a great question. I wasn't allowed to shoot where it is that I could shoot from, so we won't get into that. But, yeah, guys are coming into the league more equipped, and it's because they're seeing that happen with players like Steph Curry, players like Trae Young, who are making that shot more and more effective, Damian Lillard, and now they're practicing those shots, and they're more efficient with them. So there's a reason why guys like the deep ball, and it's getting deeper.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, the title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Now the pass to Portis. It's up a 3, and there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Portis. Portis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Cauley-Stein, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Cauley-Stein aggressive inside, putting the defense on their heels and in a tough spot, staying engaged.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back right after this.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Dallas Mavericks.
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing it. Most of their shots have come in the flow of the offense. Rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
And now we turn our attention to the Western Conference standings here in the early going.
You know, for Dallas, they've been incredible out the gates. You could see this coming. We've talked about this, and the way they prepared for the season was tremendous.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas. And the post players for him. Kleber and Porzingis. Burke is out there with... Doncic in at the 3. Garland finds Love. Back to Garland. Pass to Okoro. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The shot's good from Love.
That's how you get some payback. Love ready to get revenge after seeing them drain one on his squad.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And boy, you got to hand it to Kevin Love. Opening up about mental health, helping to raise awareness on a subject that affects so many around the globe.
Yeah, I think both Kevin Love and DeMar DeRozan, from the player's standpoint, did a great job of shedding light in that area. But Adam Silver himself, who went to a conference and talked a lot about what players are dealing with and how the stresses of social media and the pressures of playing are wearing on them. The league as a whole, players, management, and the commissioner himself have done a great job of providing this kind of safe environment for players to be courageous enough to step out and say, I need help.
It's a pick by Love. Here's Sexton. The shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And following this one, take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
All right, fans, get on your feet. It's time for T-shirt time. All right, cookies from Northern Court. Come on and get loud for your Maverick dance team.
Look for Dallas. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Luka Doncic. A big group substitution here for Kleber. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. It's an 18-point game. Will it go? That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Brunson, good.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They hit every single shot since the break.
Brunson against Thompson. It's blocked. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Green in for Burke. 4 on the shot clock. It's deflected and stolen by Cauley Stein. From deep three-point range, Finney-Smith can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Dallas.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the in one, and this time they're not backing off. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Love finds Nance. Outside Robinson. Cranes the three-pointer. Robinson's got 9 points.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Back to Nance. Ball's knocked loose. Powell with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good work there as it goes. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Here's Brunson. Another three for Dallas.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Dallas running away with this one. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
So on the floor for Cleveland, the guard set is Garland and Sexton. Okoro out there with Portis, and it's Robinson in at the three spot.
And he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Knocks down the three ball.
3 points.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
The wide open look here for Garland. Another three for Cleveland.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Brunson, and Dallas again with the bucket.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Ladies and
Nance is checked in for Duncan Robinson.
In for the Cavaliers, Larry Nance Jr.
And we've made our way through just over. A minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
And I have Colin Sexton in Alabama. How about he scored 40 points in the game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. Young fella was undaunted.
First free throw is good. And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback, Greg. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario you can imagine.
Poked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Passes to Garland. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Brunson and Maxi Kleber is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Sexton the pass to Okoro. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Here's Doncic. And yes, it's good. Doncic has got 43 points.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
And Sexton has it in the corner. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Again, the Mavericks score.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Okoro shot is off. Luka Doncic again. 47 points for Luka Doncic.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Outside, Sexton. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Second team foul.
That one is off.
Well, the athleticism here runs in the genes for Larry Nance Jr. You remember his dad back in 1984 was in the NBA Slam Dunk Contest. And the cool story about Larry Nance playing in Cleveland, in the town he grew up in. That's awesome stuff.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Green in for Burke. Pass to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Really left alone that time. Garland's got 33 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
Cavaliers substitution. Bobby Portis.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Feeling like trying on your dad punks. Feel hurt when the plaques come. Get with a verse when I rap on. Put you on a shirt, I'm a pack son. Never did